Personally, I have been looking for the one Mercedes-Benz SUV that I can drive every day, like the perfect daily driver Mercedes-Benz. And my search has stopped because I found this car. My name is Crank of 234 Drive, and today I am telling you why the Mercedes-Benz GLE350 2015 to 2018 is the perfect daily driver luxury SUV that you can buy and own in Nigeria. Let's get into it. One, this car looks upscale and simple at the same time. The whole car just feels like you are showing off luxury, but in a low tone. Like you are showing them that you have a mad car, but you're not shouting. Like the car is not shouting. The headlight alone, they have like a life up. Like you can just remove these headlights and go and keep it in your room. It just looks like something. I don't know. It just has like its own spirit, its own life, and it's just beautiful. I love the headlight on this car. The side view is very brilliant. It's a straight SUV. You're sure that there's not going to be any problem of headroom here because it's not sloping. It comes back all the way down and just arches here, and the arch is very steep. So yeah, this is a very nice SUV. You can see the stepping board, off-road ability on check. Ride height, I mean, like I don't have to tell you, nothing is going to hold you down when you drive this car here. So I like that. And the back, it's an SUV that will turn heads but not break necks. That's what this is. You can see the traditional ML back. Like this is the normal ML rear. So this car is just like they made the GLE Coupe. Kobe was mad. They just said, you know what, this car we're going to give you next is going to be half GLE Coupe, half ML. That's why we have the GLE350. That's what this car is. So yeah, you can see it. The second thing about this car will be that the utility is perfect for Nigeria. Utility. Crank, what is utility? Kini, utility. What is utility? Utility. So I mean, utility is like, okay, you already have this car. It can move, it can drive, the engine is working. What else can the car offer you apart from taking you from point A to point B? That is what utility is, and this car is packed with a lot of utility. And it just makes sense for Nigeria. Let me show you everything this car has. First thing that catches me is the power trunk. When you have cars that have like the side trunk, if you want to put something inside, there's going to be restriction, but this one just opens all the way up, and it just makes sense. Look at it. This is enough space for whatever you want to do. Also, come and check something out. Apart from the fact that we have enough space, you can do this. You can recline the seat to a certain angle that allows you to put more stuff in. To close this trunk, you don't have to drag it. When you start to drag it, it will spoil you. So just always use this button, this trunk button. Then it closes automatically, no stress, utility. Apart from the fact that you can see this side step or stepping board, and you can see that this car has a very clear ground clearance that makes it go off-road. This car has a dedicated button for off-roading abilities. That means that you press a button and this car knows that, oh, I am about to enter bad road. That sounds very Nigerian, if you get what I mean. That sounds very Nigerian. I'm about to enter bad road. Let me show you the button. So you just turn this knob down here. It knows, oh, you're about to go off-road. Really bad off-road. Everybody sits in the back of this car. Zero complaints. Middle seater is fine. Very comfortable. I love the headrest. Headrest can go any length you want it to go. And that makes a lot of sense. The interior of this car smells like coconut and milk. So if you go out with this car, you don't use perfume. By the time you get to where you're going, you smell like coconut and milk. You'll be smelling edible. Now that's going to work in your favor, depending on where you're going. It's a huge blessing that the GLE350 comes with bucket seat. Look at the quad bolster. They hold you in place. So when you are speeding, doing all your stuff on the road, your seats hold you in place. This is bucket seat. It's not the regular bucket seat in sport cars, but it is a form of bucket seat, and that just makes sense. My mind has been telling me, Crank, when are you going to talk about the quality of this interior? When? Look at it. This is wooden finish. Brown, looks like actual wood from the best forest in the world. Look at the finish on the dashboard. This material is leather. It can never, never. This is another wooden finish here. Piano plastic. The steering is leather. Everything just makes sense on this car. This car comes with an 8-inch command system, the normal Benz command system. Same thing in the E350. To control it, you just use this knob here to control everything we have here. And this, and touch, you can see your inputs on the screen. It has Apple CarPlay. You can connect to the iPhone, play your music directly. Also, this car has a 360 camera that allows you to see everything around the car. You can see somebody walking around the car. Leke, walk to the side. Can you see Leke? Can you guys see Leke? Can you guys see Leke here? So we can see that Leke is just by the mirror. Show Leke. See Leke. Yeah. So yeah, with this reverse camera, it's almost like you can never bash anything. Because look, I'm going back now, but I can see when I'm very close to a car. Like I can even see the perfect curve to take. I want to enter this space now. I can see that when I turn my steering, it shows me that, oh, this is how I'm going to enter. When I turn it back, can you see? The third thing that has made me conclude that this should be the best daily driver Mercedes-Benz you can have in Nigeria is that the GLE350 is very economical, surprisingly. So this car comes with a 3.5 liter V6 engine. This engine has a better fuel consumption than a Toyota 4Runner. The fuel consumption in the Toyota 4Runner is 17 miles per gallon. On this car, it is 19 miles per gallon. For every 19 miles you drive, you use 1 gallon of petrol. 1 gallon is about 0.2 liters. To think that a Mercedes-Benz will consume less fuel than a Toyota 4Runner, that they are doing the same thing in the same engine grade, that makes a lot of sense. This is a revolutionary. This car puts out about 302 horsepower. This car has something that allows you to see how you drive. Like you can see your driving data. Come and see it here. On the screen, you can see like your horsepower rating, your torque rating. You can see your battery voltage rating. You can see your temperature gauge. So yes, you want to do a performance driving, you can see when you've hit 250 horsepower, you can see the torque you're at. Like this car just shows you that kind of analytic, and it just makes a lot of sense. That's very fun for somebody like me. I would love to see that. I love to see when I am about at 300 horsepower. I love to see when I'm at 200 horsepower. So yeah, I love that about this car. These side mirrors, they have a sensor there that when you're driving on the road and something is close to you, to do dun, 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 collision warning, tell you that, oh, yo, you're about to collide with something on your left or your right. So once you see this orange light coming on, it means you're about to bash something. Intelligent car. The cost of this car today ranges from 17 million naira to like 30 million naira, depending on the year, the condition, and all of that. So yeah, it is pricey. It is really on the high side. I think because dealers know that this car is very reliable. Actually, a very reliable Mercedes-Benz, and it's never going to stress you if you buy the GLE350. You should know that there are different trims. There's the GLE350, there's the GLE400, there's the GLE450, there's the GLE550, there's the GLE63. Yeah, it's 5 different kind of engines for this car. But this one works. The GLE400 is like, it's sportier, like it offers more. The engine has like turbocharger, but yeah, I think the GLE350 just works. It works and I like it. I feel like I need to talk about the problems that this car has. But there are no problems if you don't mess it up. If you service this car the way you're supposed to service it, the engine has been upgraded. It doesn't have the E350 issues at all. This engine has been upgraded. As long as you use the right oil and service it at the right time and use the genuine parts, you have no issue. There's no issue on this car. Maybe carbon buildup because of how you drive it, and carbon buildup will be caused by bad fuel. In Nigeria, we have bad fuel, so if you use this car once in a year, you should allow your mechanic check your engine bay inside the engine internals to know if there's carbon buildup there and it needs to be cleaned out. Because if you don't clean it out, it would deteriorate your engine with time. So yeah, this car is very, I'm shocked myself to tell you that this car is not problematic. It doesn't have issues, at least for now. If issues come up, like if I start to notice any pattern or trend, I'll probably update you guys, but for now, it doesn't have issues. So yeah, that is all you need to know about the GLE350 in Nigeria and how it is a perfect daily driver. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and even Instagram. Yeah, and subscribe to the channel and like all our videos because that's how we get bigger. subscribe.